Hello, and welcome to this virtual walking tour as part of ULI's Environmental, Social, and Governance Symposium. I'm Linda Weichel, Principal of Weichel Consulting, Impact Advisory Services, and I'll be your guide for this tour. At this stop, we'll be learning about the Fred Victor Center, and I'll be interviewing its Chief Executive Officer, Keith Hambly. The Fred Victor Center is one of the oldest and largest housing and support service organizations in Toronto and serves anywhere from 2,500 to 3,000 men, women, and families daily who are experiencing poverty or homelessness. It's located on Queen Street, just east of Jarvis Street, and also operates a number of other facilities across Toronto. Beyond that, it's invested in creating healthy and thriving communities where every person has a home and access to opportunity. Now, we're interested in Keith's perspective on the pace of change and development in the downtown East area, what kinds of challenges and opportunities this presents for his organization, and his longer-term strategy. Welcome, Keith.
Thank you, Linda, and good to be here.
Great to have you. Now, can you tell us briefly about the people who Fred Victor serves, what they're looking for when they come to you, and if and how that's changed in recent times?
Sure. And we're a multi-service organization that is, as Linda has said earlier, that we have been around for quite a while. We've been around since the 1890s, over 125 years strong in the city of Toronto. We are situated in the downtown East area, but we have programs and services across the city of Toronto. And even though our roots are in the downtown East area, our main mission is to support and serve people who are homeless or marginalized across the city. And our clientele, if you will, or people accessing our services, whether it's case management services, our housing, permanent housing, transitional housing, our emergency shelter services, are folks who have been marginalized or homeless in their recent past and have been chronically homeless. And we find support services to get them into housing, wraparound supports, whether it's mental health or harm reduction, addiction services support, as well as food security services to assist them in having a good, not only a good health outcome, but a good housing outcome when they are housed with us or when they are in our residence in our shelter system.
Thank you, Keith, and thanks for the great work that you and your colleagues do. Given the focus of this ESG symposium, we're wondering about the forces of real estate development and public infrastructure investments, and how have they contributed to the successes or added to the challenges of your locations?
So, as I said, we are located, or as was said, we are located in the downtown East. Our main historic building is a hub building located at Queen and Jarvis, where there is a deep affordable housing plus support services, food services on site, counseling services, harm reduction, CTS service on site as well. So historically, downtown East has been an area that has experienced historic poverty, marginalization in the past, and certainly now in the past, say, 5 to 10 years, we're not immune from the gentrification that has been happening across the city of Toronto. Condo developments are going up. We see condo developments very close to our main site, and that is a new experience, if you will, for us, because there's going to be some challenges around serving our population, our clients effectively, but also having to work with a community that will be moving in, expecting perhaps different things in that neighborhood. What I guess part of the challenge is around how do we coexist together? How do we maintain the integrity of our work, of working with folks who have chronic homelessness issues, chronic mental health, active mental health issues, poverty issues that manifest themselves in perhaps harm reduction or substance use, active substance use, and also chronic food insecurity issues, because we do have food services outside of our space at 145 Queen. So it's coexisting together. We are a good neighbor in the neighborhood, but also we provide a service to bring health to and housing to a community that is in great need. One of the things that happens, I think, in the gentrification or new condo development or real estate increases, price increases, is the lack of affordable services that have been traditionally used or accessed by the communities that we serve. Everything from, you know, the local pub that served folks for years and years and years. I can speak to that. Having worked at Fred Victor for a number of years, there was a local pub that served folks who lived in our community, in the community that was served by Fred Victor. It's gone, so there's no place to go. There's no socialization, if you will. High-end, or the need for low-cost food services is vitally important, and it takes a long time to get affordable groceries into a neighborhood and keep them in a neighborhood to support folks that live with us. So I think social services, the ability to interconnect or connect with communities that we serve, to reduce the isolation, increase the health outcomes of individuals with affordable and a very accessible health services, is of vital importance. And then real estate prices are going up, so where to build affordable housing is vitally important, because all those services are close to the downtown core, but finding affordable land to build on is a rare thing to find, where deep affordable housing can actually take place.
Yeah, and it sounds like these are all things that developers or landowners in that area need to be conscious of and factoring in their decision making. Can you see, or do you already have allies or partners with some development firms to inform them and kind of figure things out together?
Absolutely. I think there's some great champions out there. We know certainly the folks in Regent Park. We have a building in Regent Park at 40 Oak. The success of the redevelopment there, I think, can involve developers in a very creative way to provide not only affordable housing for the working poor, if you will, or low wage earners, but also for deep affordable housing in a community that historically always serviced a community that was in poverty.
As we wrap up, as we continue to see growth coming back to our region, and certainly to the real estate sector, what would you say would be the message? How do we channel or leverage that growth to ensure that everyone is benefiting?
Yeah, I think it's working with nonprofits and nonprofit organizations that are developing housing and housing solutions, and also connecting with those support services that are vitally needed for the communities that already existed in the neighborhood. I think that's so important that we work together. I think I recognize growth is going to happen and intensification is happening in the downtown core. So how do we do it well together? And how do we not lose sight of the folks who truly need supported and accessible, deeply affordable housing in our area?
Thank you, Keith, for sharing that message and your story. And I know people will take this to heart and incorporate it into their plans.
Thank you very much, Linda.